MandaloreGaming, everybody. Welcome to Solo ReacTalk. Tonight, I'm going to be reacting to Anonymous Agony, an extra edgy adventure game. Yeah, I've been advised by Alpha Shocker, yes, that was his name, to watch this gaming review by MandaloreGaming, and he says it's worse than Mystery of the Druids as well as Limbo of the Lost. Yeah, combined. He says it's worse than both of them combined. Okay. At least I have my coffee ready. Let's start. 3, 2, 1, go.
So did you get her into any trouble, you stupid punk?
Ouch, Dad. Isn't it society's fault I'm the way that I am?
Absolutely not.
I'm sorry, but the theme music, you know, when he shows his logo and everything, it just gets to me. I don't know why, I just love it.
Halloween has come once again. Okay, so last year I talked about a supernatural murder mystery. If you know Mystery of the Druids, that's not saying enough, but that's what it is, I guess. So in that same light, Anonymous Agony is a true crime story about a serial killer. This game has haunted the internet for around a decade now, but somehow a few years ago got its own Steam page. I thought development on this was dead, but while making the video, they announced that this game would soon be free and more would be coming. So if that hasn't happened yet, there's no reason to actually buy it. There's no physical copy to collect either. Also, a word of warning, if you thought Druids had some tonal whiplash, that is nothing, and I mean nothing, compared to Anonymous Agony. Moments you're supposed to take extremely
I'm actually getting worried now. Oh.
seriously are put next to some very silly shit. There's no nudity or anything extremely graphic in that department, but the game does load with assault statistics. That's how you know this game's gonna go places. Like I said though, the game doesn't show much of that, and what there is I'm going to be trimming down. Because the game's not worth talking about because of those details, it's everything else that's being hung around it. With that out of the way, the game has a prologue cutscene that's 40 minutes long. I'll be abridging that down, but there's no denying that this video is going to be more of a movie night. Let's get started. Oh, it bugged out already. That'll happen sometimes. Anyhow, someone named Hayes is monologuing about rage or tragedy or something you'd find in like a 7th grader's journal. And meanwhile, a middle schooler's chatting online with somebody named the Jokester54. I'm sure this'll go well.
Clara! Come on, open up, it's time.
This is 40 minutes? Okay.
to go, we're gonna be late.
Yeah, Hayes isn't a screen name, it's somebody's real name. JJ&E is his little sister, Clara.
What are you doing on your computer so much?
Just talking to people. I'm ready.
Oh, you're already dressed? Well, that's good. Come on then.
Alrighty.
Here, Hayes seems like he's trying to be a good big brother. Even though he's named Hayes, this is the only time you might think he'll be normal.
About time you two will leave.
Why does the music cut like that? Jesus.
You're gonna make your sister late for her middle school orientation, Hayes.
She's not gonna be late.
His dad is either Agent 47 or Sundowner, I don't know.
Well, we still have plenty of time.
The least you could do is show up a little bit early, Hayes.
First you bitch at me about being late, and then when that's cleared up, you bitch at me about not being early.
Excuse me?
Get bent, Mom.
Damn stupid punk.
How is Ben not a dude who hits his son for saying that?
You talk to your mother with respect.
Like, if it were me, if I said that to my parents, like, I would be murdered. I'm serious, I would be murdered.
Respect.
My respect would be better used on a goat.
That sounds like a line that would be an I.
Stop being such an ass, Hayes.
I really like the calm RPG Maker music that plays during the domestic disputes. That won't be the last of those.
It's weird. It's weird.
Hey, that language sounds horrible on you. Stop it. Besides, you suck at cursing.
Jerk. school now. Cursing should be normal for me now, right?
No, cursing is just wrong on you. Don't do it.
Then why do you curse?
Because I'm an ass, like you said.
Fine, you ass.
I do like that her saying ass sounds like sneezing.
Okay. I wouldn't be your brother if I wasn't a jerk.
I know it's how you show affection. You wouldn't even give people you don't love the time of day.
Hey, you're reading way too far into me, little sis.
Am I now?
Honest. But that was still a mature theory. You should really act your age. It's a bit creepy hearing a middle schooler talk like that.
Ace? What were you like in middle school?
What was I like in middle school?
Yeah.
I beat a lot of people up and spray-painted trucks.
To cut this walk down, the theme here is maturity. Clara wants to act older, but Hayes thinks she's growing up too fast. This could be normal, but the dialogue is so strange.
Remember when I walked you into a tree while doing this?
Hey! I'm too old for this! Come on! Put me down! Don't walk me into a tree again, that really hurts!
You're too old for this. I thought you loved riding on me like a taxi.
Yeah, but Mom said...
Mom's an old hag.
Yep, come on!
Nope. I hate school orientations. I'll wait out here.
And he does. It turns out he should have gone in because she has another chat with the jokester. So they're trying to set this up as she's doing this because she wants to be mature. And you know, they foreshadow that by a middle schooler wants to say ass.
Boo!
Huh. Don't do that! You know I'm jumpy!
Haha, wimp!
Don't call me a wimp, shrimp bread.
Don't call me shrimp bread, wimp bread!
How'd you like it?
Meanwhile...
Hey, Craig, you look like shit, man.
Had a long night.
Night out drinking?
I was going through evidence.
Enter Craig, our detective obsessed with the one who got away.
Give it up, Craig. The perp got away. Let it go.
I'll do what I please. Anyway, I have work to do. Excuse me.
That guy's weird.
He gets way too obsessed with cases. I hear he's still going over evidence back from 43634.
Which one was that?
Remember? The one his wife got shot in.
Oh yeah, I heard that was pretty brutal.
It was. The guy's been really messed up ever since.
Oh man, that's horrible. Gotta feel sorry for the guy.
I guess, but it's made him really obsessive and creepy.
Yeah, why do you care who shot your wife, you weirdo?
Yeah, this office gossip and discussions is just unnecessary. Really unnecessary. It's weird. Oy.
But the line is coming from a big city cop, so that could add up.
We're home!
So did you get her into any trouble, you stupid punk?
Ouch, Dad. Isn't it society's fault I'm the way that I am? Fat fucks like you sure don't help form society. You're too obese and lazy to even take your own daughter to her.
What the hell? What the hell? How did this kid become this way? Ben! No, man.
Middle school orientation. You rely on your punk son to do it for you. That says a lot, Pops. It really does.
Holy shit.
Oh, and tell Mom I can hear her on the phone from my room. She better watch her words. Clara may hear too.
No, Ben's belt should have broken the sound barrier it came out so fast.
Like MandaloreGaming, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, I just don't.
Dad like him hearing all that does not go, this is what an edgy teen fantasizes about happening.
Talking to your boyfriend?
You ass! Knock first! I could have been getting dressed!
I heard you pounding on that keyboard from the hallway, so unless you chat online naked, I don't think that'd be a problem.
You rude ass! Get out! Get out! Get
The key to cursing and not sounding like a kid is to not do it too much.
Don't lecture me. I'm mad at you right now.
Night, Clara.
Night, Hayes.
Clara has another chat night, and yes, she says ass to try and impress the jokester too. Then she invites him over, on the condition that the japester deletes all of his chat logs so that nothing gets out. There's a big day coming up.
Get your ass up. You have community service.
I love that Hayes' dad is Agent 47 disguised as the Michelin Man, and then his mom sounds like she could be a literal witch. It's not clear yet.
How about I just tape your loud-ass mouth shut? That'd be for the good of the community.
We're stuck with your ass for one more year. I'm not going to put up with this shit from you. Put your fucking pants on and meet me downstairs at 10 minutes!
Damn hag, put a sock in it. I'll be down, alright? Hearing your loud-ass yell in the morning gives me a headache. Shut up!
10 fucking minutes!
Imagine you were next door neighbors to such people. Oi.
I heard you the first time, you stupid whale!
That scene was inevitable. I mean, this is Shut Up Mom the game. We're still not at the game yet, and remember, this is abridged. You're actually about 20 minutes into the cutscene.
We wouldn't have to be doing this if you weren't such a punk. Remember that.
What did I do again?
You punched a man minding his own business.
That guy stole Mom's visa out of her purse, you know.
Ridiculous. I saw no such thing.
You were too busy hitting on a teacher to actually watch Mom's purse, remember?
I've had just about a damn enough of you, punk.
Wait, when he says visa, what does he mean exactly? I'm not entirely sure.
You know we lost that thing. Don't go making stories up.
No, that guy really did swipe it from you. I just thought it'd be funny to watch you two fight.
You know, Hayes, you're never gonna get married or find any friends if you keep acting like such a little reject.
I'll get friends when I find someone worthy enough to waste my time with.
I know it goes without saying, but Hayes is so fucking much. This whole scene reminds me of a Lost Prophets music video. Except I can guarantee you Hayes wouldn't be a fan of their lead singer.
Mom, Dad,
What?
why are you guys married? You both cheat on each other all the time anyway. Dad, you really do like Miss Robinson's cooking better, and Mom, you actually are bothered by how fat Dad is. So, with all this deception, this really can't be a happy marriage, can it?
Oh, okay. This game, this game. I'm just wondering about the voice actors for this game. Like, when they read the script, how did they feel at that very moment? Especially the Hayes character. Probably was like, you know what, this is a job. I'm getting paid at the end of this. Let me just do this acting and get it over and done with. Probably. Because honestly, I'd be like, what is this guy on? I mean, what is he smoking or what is he drinking? What's wrong with him? Wow.
Son, shut up.
Just cut the bullshit right now, alright? I don't know what world you're living in, but going around punching people is not acceptable. Another year, and that shit'll get you put in jail.
I'll talk more about Hayes soon, but we gotta get through this. Hayes' parents drop him off for community service, and this is where he meets Craig. So at least their points are intersecting early, and we don't have to keep wondering why he was introduced.
Well, you seem like you have nice parents, son.
You know they're both drug dealers, right?
I'm afraid you'd need some sort of proof to make a claim like that.
Anyway, he gives Hayes his work assignment, but then he says something very odd.
You're not a bad kid. Just surrounded by bad influences.
I want you to remember that line and see how it holds up.
Maybe I still can see through some people.
Who says you're right?
No one.
Maybe I punched the crap out of that guy because I thought he was ugly.
Now we don't have to worry about him for a few hours. What?
You told me you liked my cooking, you asshole.
You told me my weight didn't bother you.
Oh, don't give me that shit! Don't deflect this back on me! Stop listening to that punk!
What are you doing right now?
Boy, Hayes just sees everything how it is.
How am I full of shit? I'm just trying to keep the peace in this family. And you're over here raving like a maniac.
I've also got to say, while the voice actors clearly aren't pros yet, they're still really elevating the dialogue. The strangest part of the audio is just the music.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, you're free to go. Hey, I knew your parents were talking out of their ass. Just thought you should know.
Good. They're pretty crappy actors. Why are they being so quiet? Nice change.
Unfortunately for all of us, this is just the calm before the hurricane. While it did happen off screen, the juggler has struck.
Hey, why's the door open? Clara! 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 Clara!
Okay, no, the song doesn't play there. As you'd expect, Hayes freaks out, his parents are dismissive, and he punches his dad into a wall. The punch only happens through text, so there's not even artwork to look at. However, there still is a weird audio stinger. Hayes looks in her chat logs. The cutscene also has an editing error in the video file, so when you see this, be aware that I have not edited this at all.
Why did you...
I mean, good God, why was that here? What was the plan?
I want you to picture.
Damn it, Clara. God damn it!
From here, things go from awkward and uncomfortable to confusing. We're treated to Clara's final chat she had with the jester when it then cuts to... Hayes? Hayes with a gun, no less.
Hello? Anyone here?
Oh, he's gonna get blasted. Hit with a bat? What bat?
Oh, what the hell? I fucking miss.
Oh man, this music.
I know this game. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand where is this story going with Hayes and the rest of the family. I understand now that Claire has passed away. She was murdered, but yeah. Let me just be patient. Yeah.
Who the hell are you?
I'm your judge, jury, and executioner. JJ&E, remember?
Holy fuck.
JJ&E? Oh shit.
So all the chat logs we saw weren't actually Clara, but instead Hayes recreating the scenario later. From here it just rolls credits to Screamo music, but then there's a teaser at the end.
This one was easy. Why stop now? Why should I stop? I'll keep going. I'll build a tower of bodies. Clara, watch me.
The game hasn't even started. But before we get into that, let's talk about Hayes. This dude is fascinating on multiple levels. On one hand, I could kind of see what they're going for. An asshole character who's putting on a front who deep down he's really a good person inside. And you know that
He's too much of an asshole. Like, it's to the extreme.
Because he's nice to his sister and because the cop says exactly that. It's just the levels he's at are way, way too lopsided. Like, even before this, he was probably drawing Shadow the Hedgehog shooting his classmates. It's also how other characters react to Hayes. Everyone, including his retired assassin father, just cannot believe the own zones he dishes out. The one-liners he drops and how grave characters respond to it is just absurd. I want to say that over half of what Hayes says is comedy gold, and we haven't gotten to his most insane moments. Hayes is a broken glass ocean of edge, but he's written so genuinely. You know how there are bad movies where the director both writes and stars in it, and it's pretty obviously an idealized version of themselves? This is that, but for a video game. According to other developers, the guy who led this game was, and I quote, literally Hayes. There was a lot of talent behind this game when it comes to art and coding and music and voice acting, and many have moved on to bigger things. The term "for exposure" had a lot less venom back then. There still were reports of people being promised money that never played out. What I'm saying is that this game is a perfect storm. One person wrote a bizarrely compelling story and got free talent for it that I don't think you'd be able to pull off today. I mean that regardless of the content of the game, which is already a fucking minefield. I don't have any ill will towards people who worked on this, and voice actors especially. Because good god, when you're starting out in that, you take what you can get. To no surprise, this game was a nightmare to work on for a lot of people, but I've been directly told it brings them some joy to see it laughed at. At least then the work meant something and people might remember it, as long as you don't pay for it. Speaking of that, Hayes' visual design. His smile makes me think of like an Avenged Sevenfold Grinch, or that one fucked up frame of Joey Wheeler. Whatever it is, it's incredibly fitting. Now the actual chain necklace, that's a mystery.
Please, no, don't bring Joey into this. Don't bring Joey into this mess. No, man. Oh, baby Kaiba.
I have no clue how it fits into his Chris Hansen Light Yagami archetype. I have no clue if this is like a bug chaser thing or a Sonichu thing, but now I'm thinking of Yu-Gi-Oh, so I'll assume it's like a Millennium puzzle that vibrates when pedophiles are near. Anyhow, let's start the game, which actually feels like continuing the prologue. Yeah, that was enough of that.
The day you finally strike back against your agony.
He's just scribbling in his Death Note binder.
So much blood.
I think I heard a mouse click before that flush. That could be an artisan sound effect.
Wait a minute. Let's see what you had on you, pig.
To be fair to Hayes, shooting a pedophile in the face is pretty cool. It's just everything else.
Edward Henners? The middle school teacher? Fucking sick. What else do you have, you piece of shit?
That is frighteningly common. Near everyone I know has the story about the teacher who got caught doing something they shouldn't have been.
You should be thanking me. You felt whole by relying on your primitive instincts. You being alive must have been pretty sad, huh? Your life must have been a big shitfest, huh? A giant problem disguised as a life.
He says that like it was meant to be poetry.
Well, it's okay. I fixed it. I'll fix the other problems, too. Unfortunately, the world has a lot of them.
Then we get Metal Gear Solid credits?
Wait, is this part of the game? This cinematic, I mean this video? Okay.
Why is there a dude on a bike? Okay, there's 3 minutes of it. I'm gonna skip it. Oh Christ, we're back here? Why?
You see what's happened to you? Damn it, Clara! You knew the severity of what you were doing. We warned you about that internet.
Shut the fuck up!
Hayes! Hayes! Oh God, Hayes, stop! Stop!
Why is someone like you alive? Go away! Go away!
You know, if this exact scene came out in a David Cage game, people would probably make arguments about it being art.
Will you please speak? Clara?
This is the third or maybe the fourth title.
You know, I think this is where I will feel sorry for Hayes, really, when he starts speaking about Clara in this way, you know, asking her to speak, you know, him remembering his sister. I think that is something that I can take from this character and actually say I feel it. But everything else he does or he says, especially to his parents, guys, it's going to be very, very hard for me to swallow all of that information. Yeah.
Drop, but for the video, this is what matters. This is where it starts being more of a video game. Except there's one more flashback of middle school Hayes. He's gone to his friend Devin's house wearing his finest royalty-free Jack Skellington hoodie. I'm at the controls, and it's an RPG Maker game. There's almost nothing to interact with. Though to be fair, this still isn't the real game. Hayes just wants to hang out with Devin, but Devin first wants to mess around with his 14-year-old sister.
Well, it's still not even the real game. Are we still in the prologue of the game? I'm not sure. Wow.
Prank his sister. I guess I should really specify playing this kind of game. It turns out she's dating someone in his mid-20s and the whole family is just cool with this. Hayes is not. You log into her computer and are given deep moral choices on how to pretend to be a teenage girl online. He tells her she's pregnant, which starts to generate a lot of chaos, and then it cuts back to modern Hayes. No more game for a while still.
Damn it, hold on! Fuck, I need a rug or something. Yes?
Hayes, are you alright? I heard a gunshot.
A gunshot?
Yeah, it came from over here. Don't...
Where do you come from, Greg? Do you live next door, or... Yeah. Wow.
Don't tell me you didn't hear it.
What, I can't take advantage of my empty house and play video games loud?
Oh, video games.
Yeah, COD, you know? You play?
No. I'm afraid I'm a bit too old for that stuff.
Wow, he's buying it.
Well, I'm sorry for disturbing you.
It's okay.
Hayes.
Yeah?
You sure you're alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
If you'd like, you can come over and join my wife and I for dinner.
I'll pass. Thanks, though.
Sure. Look, you take care of yourself.
Fuck. Why do I have to live next to a cop? Now what do I do with this guy? Oh, later. Crap, I need to respond.
That's right, the body is still convulsing and he's already setting up the second one. Hayes is definitely committed, but it's unclear where his parents are. And I'm no expert, but I'm not sure about using that avatar to be a little girl.
Ugh, what, is there like a factory that makes these fuckers? Ugh, sick dirtbags.
He makes veiled threats and it's not clear yet how he hides the body, but now it's time for his psych appointment.
Excuse me. Hey, excuse me. Looks like you have a dropped call. Might I suggest a new service provider? You kinda suck.
God, he's so cool.
Where the fuck do I go? I have a court order to come here for something.
Through that door right behind you, Dr. Edwin.
Thanks. Oh.
Yes?
I hope you get fired, bitch.
Mr. Hayes, it's nice to meet you. I'd simply like to talk with you.
A fucking psychiatrist? What the hell do you want?
To help you.
I'll be honest, I can't think of anyone who's equipped for Hayes.
I don't need your help.
I think you do, Mr. Hayes. Your anger is not misplaced. It was a tragedy what happened.
You opening your fat mouth is also a tragedy.
I am not your enemy, Hayes.
I'm leaving.
You beat those police officers half to death, not to mention your own father. You need help. That rage will be your downfall.
When the hell did that happen?
Sign this fucking piece of paper saying I don't need to be here anymore, or I'm going to be your downfall.
I will not, Hayes.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm leaving anyway.
How did you feel the day Clara was raped, Hayes?
Why this music now?
That that was a bit scary, you know, the way the glass just broke and it was so loud, and next thing the music starts playing. It's like elevator music, you know? Yeah.
A good doctor never learned to bite his tongue in know-it-all school.
I am not your enemy, Hayes.
The whole damn world's my enemy.
That's a bit cool. I must admit, yeah. Okay, Hayes. Okay.
I still hope you get fired. I will take a mint, though.
The hits just keep coming. At the very least, the game does answer the question about the dead body.
Mutt, dog, pooch, Arthur, Hopper! Hey guys, you all doing okay? You guys smell the food, huh? Well?
Hayes, dogs are gonna take a while. Like, God, find pigs.
Dig in. Still has the bones in it. Hope you guys don't mind. Yeah, I didn't think so.
I'm not kidding, this would take a long time with 5 dogs. And this was pointed out to me, but if you look at the sprites, there are only 4 dogs. Does this imply Hayes is the 5th dog? I don't fucking know.
Do you guys like it?
Hayes might be barking.
Good! I thought you guys would. It's fresh pedophile. I have plenty more for you guys to eat soon.
In many cases...
So he chopped up that pedophile into pieces and now he's feeding it to his dogs? Wow.
A criminal mind will justify their actions as righteous, no matter how heinous or deranged they may be. Human beings generally view themselves as good people, and the brain can go to great lengths to create justification for actions that go against normal standards of morality. In this case, Hayes believes himself to be a force of good, even as he distributes the parts of his victim to oblivious junkyard dogs. He believes himself to be protecting the community and righting a wrong that happened to his family. However, rather than taking a healthy approach of supporting the victim in his life, he's chosen a path of vengeance. Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, you know, he kind of reminds me of Light from, what was that anime called? Light, something about a book. I forgot the name. It's on the tip of my tongue, I just can't remember the name. But if you know what I'm talking about, then yeah, it reminds me of that anime with a character named Light. He writes down names. Death Book, I think. No. Yeah, I think it is Death Book. Something like that. Yeah. He writes down names of the people he wants to kill in a book. After a certain amount of time, they die. Yeah. Something like that. Death Note. Yes, Death Note.
Oh, damn it. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Fuck, he's walking over here.
Hello, Hayes.
Hey, Craig, what brings you to this part of town?
I was just checking my mail. Wait, what?
It was a joke. Never mind.
Hey, why don't you come over and have breakfast with my wife and I?
No. I don't think that's my ideal morning.
Craig, what's going on, man? Why do you want to invite him to your house to eat with you and your wife? What's going on?
Sorry.
Oh god, Hayes kept the weed on him.
Hey, is that?
Fuck, that teacher's marijuana! Shit, why was it in my pocket?
Is this recent, Hayes?
Well, you caught me. I'm a giant blubbering pothead. I smoke a giant joint every day. Shit, I smoke 3 a day.
I don't know, Hayes could be too straight edge for weed.
What's the fine? Or maybe prison time. Yay!
Hayes still gets off the hook, but only if he has breakfast with Craig and his wife. I don't even want to guess why Craig is so loose with Hayes, especially since Hayes tackles the question himself.
Stupid cop. Make sure your damn wife's not creeped out by me before you invite me over.
So, Hayes, interesting hairstyle. What made you grow it out so long?
Hey, Hayes, come over for breakfast. We'll talk about your fucking hair. Oh, you know, it keeps my head warm.
I see. I like it. It suits you.
This douchebag is trying way too hard. Thanks. I feel like I can just become an upstanding citizen now that someone accepts me.
What a prick. Oh my god. Hayes, he's just trying to be nice.
So, I have a...
He can't even take compliments from nobody. This guy, literally, like he said, you know, the whole world is his enemy. The whole world. No matter who it is, the whole world is his enemy.
Son that works in business. He reminds me a lot of you.
You mean I remind you a lot of him, right? Because if your son reminds you of some random punk, then you've got a few screws loose. I think I see what's going on here. You miss your son, since he's all moved out and gone, because he never calls you. You're old, and you feel like you're going to die soon. You want desperately to do something meaningful with your life before you do. So you play the nice guy with a broken, misguided teenager who needs your help. The broken teen reminds you of the son you failed, so you think you can try again and make up for it from him.
Hayes, look, that's not what...
Look, Craig.
Hayes, you watch too much drama TV and now you're projecting it in real life here. Please, just keep quiet. Oh.
Life's about self-satisfaction. People don't do shit for others. It's not the fucking way it works. The food was very good. Sorry I fucking creeped you out.
I should have seen something like that coming, but he still surprises me.
Well, that went better than I expected. Yes?
I broke your vase near the front door. Sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
It was just my mother's ashes, no problem.
You're still a self-righteous fuck-off. But I am sorry about the vase. It was very pretty. Yeah. Bye.
I don't know if it was intentional or an accident, or if he just looked at it and it fucking shattered. Yet another...
He's not even gonna go clean it up. You know, clean up the mess. Nothing. He just leaves.
mystery to keep me up at night.
Stupid girl talking to people on that fucking internet.
Clara, please.
Oh god, we're back here. Why is this being told so out of order? At this rate, Forrest Gump might have had less flashbacks. It's like whenever Hayes becomes too much, the game has to remind you that, look, he's sad. Anyways, the cops are here to take Clara away to mental health jail or something. It's incredibly unclear, but he does beat up cops to screamo music.
Take another step towards me. Get the fuck off me, you pieces of shit! I'll fuck all of you up! Come on! Come on! Worthless fuckers! Pigs! You pigs! Goddamn cocksuckers! Fuck all of you! I'll beat the shit out of anyone that wants to fuck with me!
If this game got a port, it would be for the 360.
Hayes, take a nap.
Huh? Fuck you!
That puts him out cold for a little while. Does this mean Craig felt guilty?
She hadn't spoken to me in a week, you know? I'd almost forgotten what she sounded like. Now the last memory I have of her voice is her screaming.
You know, for some time I thought that Claire was dead. I thought she died. But now I realize that she's actually still alive, raped, and now she's having this mental situation. Because when, you know, Hayes went inside the house, there was like a pool of blood around Claire, so I assumed that she died, but she's not dead. She's still alive, just, you know, dead inside after what happened to her. Poor thing.
For me, in agony for help, screaming for me, but I couldn't do anything.
Man, what a tragic way for Clara to leave his life. Maybe there's more to modern Hayes than I thought.
Don't lose your nerve now, Hayes. Do not lose your nerve.
Hey, mister! We're selling yummy nummy cookies. Would you like to buy a box?
Oh no.
What, cookies? I'm already eating like crap.
So, no?
Shit, why not? How much?
You can't give this game the benefit of the doubt for a minute.
Fuck, I do worse things than curse. Kill pedophiles.
What's that?
They're big, scary monsters that pretend to be boys.
You live next to a cop!
No, really, they'll eat you whole.
Really?
Yeah, so run away from every guy you see. Well, yeah, but give me my cookies first.
What kind do you want?
Give me a box of those caramel delights.
Caramel delights, come on.
Here's a 50, keep the change.
Whoa! Thanks, long-haired guy!
Sure thing. Now run the fuck away! I scared Girl Scouts and got cookies. Happy day!
Imagine being Craig. Every day you look out your window and see an interaction like that. Anyhow, with the wisecracker fully taken care of, Hayes is now working on the next pedophile. Hayes opens up to him to a strange degree, telling him his views on religion like I believe in God but don't worship one, and then reveals what actually happened to Clara. At this stage, I have no clue how to feel about Hayes. Every time I think I'm starting to get him, they just pull something new out. It feels less like character development and more like unearthing a cursed mummy. That and the constant flashbacks just throw me all over the place. Thankfully, the flashbacks are about to significantly reduce and the actual game will start. It seemed like that should have happened a while ago. Anyway, it's revealed the newest diddler has a daughter and also wants to maybe break this whole thing off. But now Hayes is egging him on to meet up. The meeting is 2 days away, so Hayes will have a free day off tomorrow. This will introduce us to the core gameplay loop.
I think I'm excited? Well, no use in getting excited just yet. It's dinner time. And what's for dinner, you say? Well, dry cereal is on the menu, of course, so what else? Hayes, why are you talking to yourself? Fuck!
Finally, about an hour and a half in, the true game begins. Again, if you've played some basic RPG Maker games, a lot of this will look familiar. You do get a computer to interact with. We learn that the game takes place in 2014, and if you don't delete enough messages off your phone, you might just miss some. Otherwise, you're gonna soft lock yourself. There are a few customization options, but almost none of them are actually in the game. You do have a character encyclopedia, but places, terms, and events are all broken. There is a web browser, which opens your actual browser, which is cute, but this kind of thing's actually gonna happen a lot. The computer is mainly used for ignoring meaningless emails and receiving chats from perverts, which I do give them points there. As the game goes on, the citizen log also reveals more about how Hayes thinks. I assume this is to add more depth to his character, but we'll see. Oh, since this is a role-playing game now, I can look at Hayes' stats, which are... wow. Hayes might be too underpowered for this. I'm assuming I'll just have to farm some degenerates lurking around Old Navy. So remember...
Seriously, guys, who did this game? No. No. Sexy, scary, wimpy, and horrid. Oh god.
Remember these stats, they'll come in handy. You can check messages on your phone and also try to save the game on there, but it'll probably crash, so you only save at your home computer or an internet cafe. I'm free to explore the Stratos Manor, and maybe Hayes' parents are drug dealers. Their house is lavish for a neighborhood of this resolution, with amenities like a dedicated library and a grand piano. However, like the flashback, there's nothing to interact with. Only thing to do now is go outside. That's an interesting loading screen. I'm gonna come back to that. Can I visit Craig? I guess not. Hayes hates his door too much. You take a strange backwoods road to town, passing by a bombed out car and an elder tree. I'm also not sure which music is licensed, but this is an important moment. When you finally go to town, a song begins. If this part is muted, then I lost and I'm sorry. Regardless, this one song will be looping for 80% of your playtime, to the point that it almost seems wrong to see gameplay without it. It is one hell of a hip-hop track.
Yeah. Stop rewinding the flow back. This ain't your modern day new wave of throwback.
You could argue about how good it is, but it's a well-produced song. The rapper Naive is still working and has made some great tracks. The song and a lot of the other music is no doubt too good for the game. They might have known that, and maybe it's why it keeps looping. As much as it kills me, it is October, so I'll play something spookier. As you haunt the town, there are optional side quests to pick up. A few of them even have options, even if they're as simple as do you return a police officer's wallet or not. The side quest decisions won't change the ending or anything, but it's a fun addition to have. I did start to notice that Anonymous Agony has a fixation with the police department. A lot of quests revolve around the officers, and the police station is by far the biggest explorable building in the game, despite the fact that the rooms are mainly empty. There's also a weird running theme of talking to cops about video games. I've got no clue what that's about, so haze up. The police will ask the 17-year-old to go into a meth lab to get evidence for them. This has a Metal Gear-like sneaking session, which is tense, but only because the game crashes if you get caught. There are other missions that are supposed to be like this, but either the creators wanted their work removed, or they're just bugged out. Funnily enough, the game started reminding me of Unreal World, because while Anonymous Agony theoretically has currency, it's effectively useless. Besides the side quests, you also have collectibles in the form of broken electronic equipment. You can find a bunch of it, and when you're ready you can head over to the Zebratech Electronics store. I don't have an answer, but from here you can sell this stuff for cash. The issue is every shop in the game sells nothing except customization options like ringtones and desktop backgrounds and collectible art, which are all broken. Even if they worked, it's nothing you'd want to seek out. The single interesting item is free anyways, and it's a cursed rock. I'm assuming it doesn't do anything. The real rewards for the missions are the chance to hear more Hayes dialogue. That and you can't actually go home until you do enough interactions.
I'm sure that cursed rock will be, a valuable item, like towards the end of the game, like how Mystery of the Druids, you had the mistletoe that saved. What was her name's? What was her name again? That lady. It saved her life. I forgot her name right now. But yeah, this cursed rock, it will be important at that last moment of the game, probably.
This can go places.
Hey man, why are you outside? We didn't think you left your house anymore. You finally grilled some blows?
Oh, hey guys. And you are?
You know who the fuck we are, shithead!
Sorry, douchebags tend to blend together in my head.
You fucked, Hayes!
Can I have a knife?
Fucking kill him!
Like the main story, the situation could go apeshit at the drop of a hat. That does have a big appeal, but has some issues that I'll soon get into.
Be quiet. You made a smart move running.
Well, I'm definitely not knife-proof.
I was half expecting you to try to fight them off.
What, you think I'm stupid or something? Those assholes had me outnumbered and outarmed.
You're more level-headed than you look.
Thanks. You are?
Brian Watson.
Brian, right. Well, thanks, Brian. I'm Hayes.
Hayes? Odd name.
Yeah, my parents were stupid.
Anyway, nice to meet you, Hayes.
Likewise.
Beyond just being a nickname, this confirms that Hayes is his birth name. You get more insights like that, meet more strange characters of the town. It's vaguely similar to something like a Persona social link, but it doesn't appear to be tracked and you spend time with everybody. So mechanically, there's still not much here. I still can't believe the music production quality they managed to grab.
No bad signal, but you can text me. I'll help you out if I can.
There. Well, thanks again, Brian.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, are you alright?
I'm fine.
What were you doing?
No.
Oh. Do you sleep in weird places like this a lot?
Yes.
Well, sorry for bothering you, kid.
It's camp.
Yeah, but it's pretty dangerous around here. You probably shouldn't sleep outside.
I know Kung Fu.
Right.
Directly next to the sleeping child is two older children, one of which Hayes can threaten to skin like a deer. Brian has known Hayes for 3 minutes and even he manages to hear about it. Right after this, you can meet a woman who doesn't want to be tan. She casually reveals that she doesn't want to look like a dirty Mexican. So Hayes calls her a racist bitch. I've got to say, Hayes not being racist almost feels like a plot hole.
That's fight.
Yeah.
Actually, that Mullihan Drive tweaker is a design flaw. The biggest pain the game has is even finding all of the quests. The city's astonishingly large, and even the fast travel points don't help you out a whole lot, because you have no clue what areas are supposed to be what until you go and travel to them. The areas are supposed to be marked, but it's bugged out the entire game except for the last day. This means most of the game is wandering a city listening to
Yeah.
on repeat. Though on top of that, you might have to backtrack between screens because events like the Ghostly Man only happen if you go.
Look, this hip hop music is actually quite nice, but yeah, listening to this music almost, I don't know, like for the entirety of the game, almost 80 to 90% of the game, I think even I would go crazy. But so far from what I've seen, I don't think I'd ever play this game either. It's joining Limbo of the Lost and Mystery of the Druids. Those two games, I know for a fact I'll never play them in my entire life. So this will be probably the first and last time I actually watch something about Anonymous Agony. I'm not going to play this game. Oh, no ways.
Go into an area from a certain angle. Obviously, the result is that the gameplay is terrible. Oh right, the loading screens add an extra layer of hell for 2 reasons. For one, they're long, and they're between every area. Then while visiting the art gallery, the game screwed up. Watch this. Did you see that? The areas are loaded in before the loading screen. The loading screen is a fake loading screen. Why would the game have that and so frequently? Once again, this was a decision from the lead, and I am not making this up. He wanted loading screens added because all the big games have loading screens. Anonymous Agony is an experience that no AAA game can give you.
Because it's a real Hollywood movie.
No, yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
What's going on here?
Surrender quietly, and I will gladly preserve your face structure.
People can never tell when she's actually being genuine.
Please remember that I did offer you a chance.
You got him, Eris.
Indeed.
Dang, you whipped that guy. Whoa!
A friend of his.
Why do you have a sword?
My choice of weapon isn't your concern. Were you with that hooligan?
No.
Think he's lying, Millie?
Are you lying, mister?
No.
They're just the local bounty hunters. I won't dwell on it.
Okay, but Millie's voice doesn't suit what we're being presented, you know, the image of Millie. You know, Millie looks like a very mature woman, but then the voice, it sounds like a baby talking, you know, like a toddler. Okay.
The more you go through town, the more you feel a madness setting in. You go through a mundane concrete jungle and sometimes just come across insanity. For example, every single building in the shopping center has something fucked up about it. Like there's the art gallery where you find out the loading screens are fake. The internet cafe is full of weirdos, like the one guy who wants to show you the funny Ray William Johnson video. There's a music store where you can check out tracks that otherwise don't appear in the game, though at best you're going to get your browser open to a bunch of dead pages, and at worst an album cover can be permanently stuck on your screen. There's no telling what could happen. On the west side of town you learn about the game's only enemy, speeding cars. For whatever reason they're only on this one road. Maybe that's why Hayes let Clara walk on the street. There's also a church over here and I was already bracing for some dialogue. And shockingly, the church is empty. I am genuinely amazed by this. I thought for sure there'd be a scene where the creator vents his frustrations about, like, his parents make him get up on Sunday. Instead, you get nothing. You do get to meet a nice artist nearby.
Would you mind standing right there for a moment?
What for?
I'd like to draw you.
What are you, some kind of artist?
Something like that.
Well, go for it, lady.
All done. Thank you for stopping. I know it must have sounded like an odd request.
Do you always draw strangers?
It depends on the stranger.
Why did you draw me?
Because you're beautiful.
I'm beautiful?
Oh, someone likes you, Hayes. Someone actually likes you. Or maybe she's just, you know, saying it in a very professional kind of way. That you are beautiful. You know, you'd make a good image to make into a portrait. Yeah.
I don't really see it. I thought I'd kind of let myself go recently.
Everything in the world is beautiful.
Give her a day with Hayes and that song will change tune. Is that a bush growing in the road? Anyway, the main side quest for the day is talking to the Weird Guy. He's known as the Weird Guy because he gives complete strangers unprompted news about underage hookers. I don't think Weird Guy is a strong enough term for that. Weird Guy is like you're at a restaurant and someone is playing Genshin Impact at max volume on their phone. This scene does have some tension because Weird Guy has told maybe the worst possible person he could about this, but Hayes leaves without hurting him. Instead, he meets her to arrange a meeting, leading to possibly one of the most embarrassing scenes I've seen in a video game.
Well, tell me, Scarlet, what were your dreams as a kid?
Can we just get this shit over with? Do what you paid for.
I am. So, kindly answer the question.
As a kid? Huh. I wanted to be a fucking fairy princess.
Okay, recent dreams, 12 up.
Interior decorator.
Oh, how nice. Why'd you decide to whore yourself out?
A job's a job.
Money issues.
Yeah, Hayes, we weren't all born with a library.
How's family life?
Non-existent, asshole.
Ooh, touchy subject, got it. Well, I did pay for this.
Mom's dead, Dad's gone. No other family.
An interior decorator.
How much would pursuing that dream cost, you think?
A lot.
Yeah, college costs and all. Food expenses, housing.
Yeah.
Level with me here. And remember, I paid for this, just saying. You hate this, don't you? Being used by men, satisfying them.
Oh, holy shit.
This music, no. Why are we going through this music? No, guys, ew.
You probably can't even look at yourself in the mirror anymore, can you?
What the fuck do you think? What? Do you get off on this kind of shit, asshole? I'd rather be fucked by men than deal with this.
Work must really have you strung up. Chill out. So, where's your dream house located?
Florida Beach.
Nice. Send me a postcard. That should get you on your feet.
I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me of Silk Stockings, this music. Yeah, it reminds me of these 90s drama crime shows, especially Silk Stockings. And another one, I'm not entirely sure what was the name of it again. But yeah.
Money could buy your self-respect back, but you'll have to find that by yourself.
There's no way this shit isn't gonna bounce.
Go find out.
Hey!
What?
My boss. He won't just let me leave. Asshole watches me.
What's his name?
Eddie Glacius.
Prostitute saved. Eddie Glacius marked for death. Just another day in the life of Hayes, which is thankfully over. My head is spinning after the first day out. It does have the most content compared to the other days, but it doesn't make the game feel any less menacing. Every day you've got to wake up, and worse than that, you're waking up as Hayes. On top of that, you don't just go on your computer for a while and go to sleep, you have to then wake up again in the dead of night. You need to wander the town again. Maybe he's trying to find the mysterious Midnight Girl Scout troop. Compared to the day, his night isn't very eventful. You beat up a mugger, some kind of Time Lord crashes the game, the bounty hunters think you're suspicious. More than that, take a wrong turn and time and space starts falling apart. The time of day will change and sprites and tiles will start changing at random. It's raining indoors somehow. Naturally, your only refuge is a bar.
It's crazy how time flies by. These moments hit you quick and then they're gone just like a drive-by. Disconnect from the world of hate and discrimination to a place with smooth jazz.
There's not much to the bar in night one. An old man tells Hayes a story about a family member overdosing on heroin, and this irritates Hayes. Time to go home. I don't know what the point was, especially when he has a date the next day with the second target. But as always, things can never be simple.
How long does this damn bus take to get here?
Hayes? Where's he going? I hope he knows that bus doesn't come for another 3 hours.
Craig, no, don't interfere.
So where are you headed?
Oh, Craig. Craig.
Oh, hey, Mr. Good Cop. I'm just going to do some soul searching.
I somehow feel like that's an understatement.
Maybe just a little bit.
Hayes, you know, this bus doesn't get here for another 3 hours.
God damn it.
Hey, sorry about that awkward dinner.
Just don't invite me to another one.
Alright, no more awkward dinners. How about some lunch right here?
I'd like to say no, but sitting here alone for 3 hours does sound kind of shitty.
I'll run down the street and get us a couple subs then.
Sounds good, Craigster.
Craigster?
Craigalicious?
I'll be right back.
Craig really is just the nicest dude. If only Hayes could see that.
Ever doubt...
I think he does see that in his own way. It's just that his own way is very extreme and controversial. Yeah, I mean, he acts this way with his sister, so it's not really that surprising, really. Yeah.
Being a cop?
Sometimes.
Why are you even a cop? If you doubt it, I mean.
Hard to say.
You seem more confused than this misguided teenager.
Maybe I am. Guess it's just part of being human.
Part of being human, huh? Sometimes I think it'd be easier to be a dog.
Come on, Hayes. Being human isn't so bad, is it? It's nice.
How's it nice?
Well, we can sit at a bus stop for 3 hours eating subs while people drive by and laugh at us. I consider that one of the joys of being human.
Wow, Craig. That was really lame.
You just said you wanted to be a dog.
Look who's talking.
When you start to doubt yourself...
I don't know why, but Mr. Craig, I didn't write down his surname here. Yeah, but Craig reminds me of Mr. Devoir from the Boondocks. He kind of gives me that feeling about him.
What do you do?
The thing is with doubt is that it'll go away eventually. But if you quit and get regret, now that'll stay around for a lot longer. So when I doubt what I do, I just keep on doing it.
I think that's good advice. Thanks. Well, congrats. You managed to help the misguided teenager find his way.
You should be a cop one day.
Yeah, Craig is a terrible judge of character. Or actually, maybe a really good one.
Fuck no!
Well, it was worth a try.
Well, not necessarily like a cop on the streets, you know, working in a police vehicle and all that stuff. Maybe like a detective. Yeah, I can see that, but not a regular cop on the streets. Nah. This guy's just way too confrontational, you know. He'll be causing fights with everybody.
You know, Blue Belt, I think you're right. Sitting at a bus stop eating subs is one of the joys of being human. It's so pointless and retarded, it's something only we can do.
Look, I get he throws out some poetic slammers sometimes, but what the hell did that mean?
We should do it again sometime.
Give me a call anytime.
Maybe try doing your job in the meantime, huh? I can't believe you had time to do this crap.
Oh, okay, Hayes falls asleep on the bus. This is psychotic and in character, but I think the maze level was just cut. I doubt it was worth keeping. Oh my... Jesus. Oh, that was a bus stopping and not Sadako coming out of my TV. I'll take what positives I can get today. Unlike the clowner, this guy isn't voiced, though at the same time that's understandable. It's hard to sell work for exposure when the role is the other child predator.
Your way out. What's your name? What the fuck is your name? What? I thought you loved me. No sex? Come on, I was all wet and everything.
Still, only having one voice here makes the situation more awkward than it already is, and I didn't want to ask anyone I know, hey, do you want to voice the pedophile in my YouTube video? So I will trim this down a bit because it goes on a while. Hayes correctly deduces that Elliot has uncouth home movies upstairs.
I found them! Oh! Oh no! You shouldn't use your hands for bad, or you may just lose them! You sick bastard. I am your release. I am your punishment. I am your justice.
RP and J, remember? Hayes gives him two options. One, he'll get stomped out by Hayes and everyone will learn what he did, including his family. Or door number 2.
Kill yourself.
You do get options here, whether Hayes does it himself or makes him do it, and the tool for the deed, which includes using a fucking pen. It's presented as a choice, but come on. You know what Hayes would do.
Do it with this pen. It's the only way out.
Then you can take the tapes or leave them, but regardless, Hayes escapes.
Ugh, this whole place looks the fucking same.
Wait, what? Where are we? Oh wow, it's a flashback. It's been a while.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm here to see Clara Stratos. This doesn't look like any children's mental hospital. It looks like a regular one. The hell is this?
Wherever Hayes was, he needed to stay there.
Oh.
He's then told that nobody can see her for 8 months. You know the routine by now.
Fuck you! Let me see my goddamn sister, you bitch!
He beats people up, he's so cool, literally me, moving on.
What happened?
Elliot K. He was found dead in his house this morning, but we can't figure out whether it's a suicide or a murder.
A pen? Odd choice for a weapon.
There was also a box of tapes left near the body.
The guy's arm is broken and he's beat up. It's so clearly and obviously a murder. But for now, the police think it's just another weird suicide. That night, Hayes has a dream flashback.
Definitely, it's giving me Death Note vibes. How the police are also investigating and they're trying to figure out how is it possible that these people are just dying in very peculiar ways. And yeah, really, it's giving me those vibes.
Back about picking flowers with his sister and meets another girl. He wakes up and says how dumb she was out loud. Day 3. There's a new target and he's the most obviously psychotic one yet. He is so obviously dangerous that even Hayes can see the red flags.
Wow, really? Shit, he made the lame pun for me.
It's so dire that he's contacted by a new character named Juno. For all intents and purposes, Juno is basically Otacon. He's a super hacker and has over 40 proxies. Juno knows that Hayes is baiting creeps online, but is too socially stunted to understand what happens to them. His first order of concern is that Hayes needs a firewall because he's been using his elderly neighbor's Wi-Fi the whole time. The larger concern is Hayes' new target, who Juno has an entire dossier on. The way this guy is hyped up is very anime brain. You know how some shonen stuff will ramp the stakes by going, hey, this dude's really, really good at fighting. He's won the Earl Grey tournament 10 times, etc. Well, this new guy Gabriel is a pro at molesting people. It sounds like the kind of thing that would be a dark joke, but they want you to take this seriously. Then again, that's the whole game. Juno thinks he's trying to be heroic, but Hayes reveals that he just hates horny people. Hayes' diary backs this up too. I'm sure this will give people even more to unpack. So now Hayes has a super hacker on his side. But right upon exiting chat, his thoughts are elsewhere.
Oh yeah, I need to feed those dogs. I don't have anything to give him this time though. Dog food's boring. Dogs like meat, right? Alright, I'll just go buy him something. Excuse me, where's the steak at?
Down that aisle and to the right.
Thanks, dude.
I do like the detail that because Hayes knew the dogs before, he would go back to feed them sometimes. I didn't expect that to come back.
I'll take these.
Oh, some nice juicy steaks, huh? Having a party with the guys?
Nah, all my friends are dogs.
Hayes' lack of respect for everyone in his life can be seen as the kindling, which has now raged into an uncontrollable wildfire of narcissism and nonsense. Hayes' use of odd sayings, such as him earlier saying his respect would be better used on a goat, is just another manifestation of his schizoid delusions. Hayes believes people know and understand his idioms when in reality no one understands what he means. Hayes is incredibly self-centered, only showing empathy for minor aspects in his life which he likely uses to help fuel his self-image of a good person. His sister was the only minor tether he had to a sliver of normalcy. But he...
Yeah, I agree with that. His sister was the only one, really, who he talked to in a very normal, brother-like way, you know. Unlike with everybody else, since from the mother, the father, Craig, anyone else, he just chastises, he insults, he throws a tantrum sometimes, and like he said, you know, all humans are his enemy. So yeah. Oh, so I say everybody on Earth are his enemy.
He is now fully degenerating into a parody of a human being.
Oh, I see. 67.80 is your total.
Here's 100. Keep the change.
Oh, my God. Are you sure?
Yeah, money's gross. Alright guys, dinner time!
Yep, here come the 5 dogs. He did buy them nice steaks, but still manages to convince himself that they'd rather be eating human flesh. He's projecting pretty hard, but there is a brand new day on the town.
Yeah.
This day is just as simultaneously torturous and eventful as the other. Some girls are saying how they hate book spoilers, and Hayes says that he doesn't read and walks away. Someone Brian knows is taken hostage because the local gang thinks that he's a gun runner just because he's a war veteran. Hayes rescues the hostage, which turns out to be a dog. It's not even his dog. Is this the 5th dog? Lily has a tummy ache, Eddie Glacius is still at large, and a Mehrunes Dagon cult has hacked AT&T. Oh right, some blonde guy helps the artist Fiona with some directions. The biggest event is being confronted by the bounty hunters once again.
Care to explain why you were speaking with that young girl, Lily?
Are you a rapist?
Yeah, you guys are really off the mark here.
I failed to see the comedy in this.
Sorry, just a few variables you're not aware of.
The only variable I need to be aware of is the one that you're pissing me off.
I do that to people. Sorry.
I'll be having a word with Miss Lily. You better hope she only has good ones concerning you.
You're gonna be on her hit list!
They are doing better than the cops because at least they know that, hey, something is up with that kid.
What a tight ass.
Yeah.
Another day completed, but the night awaits. I haven't mentioned it until now, but night is the only time the hip-hop doesn't play. I genuinely miss it, and at this point I'm not sure if it's Stockholm Syndrome. The weird guy is still in his alley, but no sign of Eddie Glacius yet. Once again, the bar is the answer. The blonde...
Okay, so if during the night that music doesn't play, what plays in its, in the evening? What kind of soundtrack plays during the evening?
One guy works there as a bartender, and his name is... Bartender. He does ask things that I want answers to.
Yeah, you definitely piss me off.
Cool necklace.
What? Cut that out.
What? It's a neat necklace. Where'd you get it?
Not in any store.
Why the biohazard symbol?
Personal. Sorry.
Yeah, that settles it. It's Yu-Gi-Oh shit. You get some hate speech texted to you, and you can talk with Fiona about art some more. This is a bare-bones night, but they do make up for it by giving you a dream sequence, which is more of a creepypasta. It's strongly implied that Hayes killed his parents, and that's why he lives alone, but how has no one found out about it? The guilt he feels for those he's killed is also a strange inclusion. They say things like, I was still a teacher though. Who gives a shit what his job was? I think the game might be designed to turn you into Hayes. Gabriel wakes him up from it by telling him to turn on the news. What is this going to scale into?
When justice fails you, where do you turn?
I was just holding it for a friend.
The doctor never told me of the risks. I never signed a prenup, and now she wants everything.
We're going to need backup.
Are you tired of the law failing you? Are you tired of public defenders who don't have a clue?
Yeah, the Saul Goodman bit goes on for a while, and the actual news story doesn't have a cutscene. Yet another unexplainable detour for the pile. It's revealed that Gabriel has murdered a child with a rock. Juno is watching this, rightfully thinks it's insane, and tells Hayes to call the police. Don't fight him, Hayes. He's in his prime. He'll kill you. It's the only way I'll know. The sun is rising, and Hayes invites Gabriel over to hide the next day. Hayes then powers up by watching a bunch of snuff films back to back. Or something. It's not made clear. Thankfully, before it gets worse, the doorbell interrupts him.
Better not be fucking Craig.
Oh, hey Hayes.
Craig, I tolerate you, okay? But you're getting a bit creepy. You really need to find some friends your own age. I really don't have time to hang out with you right now. Go be a cop.
It's my day off.
Go buy a damn Xbox and play COD then.
I, just wanted to borrow your blender.
Craig, please, man, please. Give him some space to breathe, you know. Oh, gosh.
You seriously just wanted to borrow my blender?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Well, guess I'm an asshole then.
A little bit.
Little bit, Craig.
Let me make it up to you. When was your birthday?
October 3rd.
That wasn't too long ago. Alright, hold on. Happy birthday.
You're giving me your blender?
Doesn't my kindness make your heart flutter?
I don't know what to say. Smoothie time.
This is the stuff of legends.
What the?
It's the final day. Let's see if they make it count. For starters, someone has violated the masquerade and there is a vampire loose in the alleys. That or Kagutaba's on the loose again, and I'll never know because you never follow up on this. A guy outside the music store opens Twitter to a real-world account. This is one of the few times this feature hasn't been broken so far. A street gang harasses Lily, and anonymous Agony joins the few prestigious games on Steam to drop a hard R in them, which I was convinced would come from Hayes instead. Rather than that, him and Brian team up to obliterate the punks.
Pansies shouldn't talk so much shit.
You alright, Lily?
Yeah, you okay?
Batman. Robin.
Why am I Robin?
The long odyssey for Eddie Glacius ends, and sadly he's not voiced. In a twist, Eddie and his boys are actually able to beat up Hayes. After fighting all the cops, at this point I assumed that Hayes was nearly indestructible. The surprises keep coming, especially when he decides to put together a team. Having just seen him in a brawl, it makes sense to bring Brian. His stats aren't quite as high as I'd like, but he does have a Hawaiian shirt and a shark tooth necklace. That has to count for something.
Did you see his attribute points for sexy? It was 14. 14. Wow.
He even manages to convince Eris the bounty hunter. She's still suspicious of him, but she does it for the sake of the girl. Also, judging by her stats, she is broken.
Disgusting! I won't.
Sexy 78. Wow. Okay, Eris.
Tolerate a thing like that. You have my support. Lead the way.
Nice. Super friends, go!
No. No, Hayes. No.
It was just a joke. Man, you two are stiffs.
It's incredible how much better it feels navigating with a party. Also because I know in the back of my head they can stop Hayes from going too far. But again, it doesn't last long, and again, the fight is off screen. The most hype thing about it is that it briefly plays a new Naive song for about 15 seconds.
I knew you weirdos had some kind of use!
You ever been stabbed?
The girl is finally free to go and the day is over.
California, California,
It's a brief day, and I suspect you're meant to be on your computer more chatting with people. It's just not that interesting, and especially without the voice acting. How some actors have delivered their lines have carried this game like Atlas. It's just not the same this way, even when people bring up bizarre topics like melting CD DRM. You do learn that Fiona's a wolf girl, and it's like, oh, that's why she talks to Hayes. The final night has the task of...
You know, like, I haven't heard from the mother and the father, Bridget and Ben, for a very long time, you know. And their voices are still ringing in my head. So really, the voice actors did an amazing job with this game. Although the storyline is just all over the place, and guys, I don't get it.
Announcing the defeat of Eddie Glacius, but it has a really interesting bug. The Mugger event from a previous night replays, and it uses an old art asset for Hayes. As I mentioned before, some people had their art replaced and others wanted their work pulled, and it's not clear what happened here. Okay, let's see the good news.
Hey, you're free to go.
Really? Ha! What did you do?
Me and my posse kicked his ass.
Ha! How blunt.
It's who I am.
Why did you do all this for me?
A personal, selfish reason.
You always this honest?
Nah. My friend Brian wishes you luck. I do too.
Well, tell him thanks. Thank you, too.
You know, he's been a huge dick, but I admit, I think in the end he did help her out. Oh god.
I didn't even know your name. But I guess your name doesn't really matter now, does it? Your story's over.
Wait, was he a pedophile as well? I didn't know the weird guy was a pedophile. Alright, okay.
Just like in the movies.
It's unclear at what point Hayes will be satisfied with his killings. In reality, it's unlikely that he would ever be satisfied, as these murders are coming from a place of immaturity. His refusal to seek help, empathy, or other proper channels for dealing with his family's trauma means he will continue to lash out without helping anyone's emotional state. While he views the killing of child predators as just another community service, He is a highly disturbed and dangerous individual, and his bloodlust can easily turn on others he views as lesser. Hayes' chance of peace and smoothie time may never come.
Eddie will join you soon, too.
But for now, Hayes has to prepare for the final showdown. Juno did reveal a possible lead in that Hayes and Gabriel had the same psychiatrist. This is the last chance to learn something useful about his enemy.
We just replaced the window.
I won't break it again.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll just punch him this time. Can I go see the doctor?
No, he's got a patient in there.
Hey, doctor, how you been?
Mr. Stratos, I'm in the middle of something.
I'm here to talk about Gabriel Romero.
I'm sorry, could you come back tomorrow, please? I apologize. It's important.
Oh, sure.
What's your relation to that man, Hayes?
No relation.
Then why do you want information?
What if I needed it to stop him from doing something terrible?
Like what? I've nothing to say to you concerning that man.
You refused to continue seeing him, right?
Yes, I did.
Why? You're such a nosy prick. You seemed so ready to shove your nose into my life. Why'd you cut this guy loose? What made him so special?
He almost sounds envious.
That man is a damn insane animal!
Well, Doctor, seems you're the one who needs to talk.
Look, I'm not telling you anything, but I will warn you, stay the hell away from that guy. He isn't right.
Which guy? Craig?
Come on, Doc, aren't we all a little fucked in the head? Even me, even you! It's all a matter of who's more insane. The point is, you tell me about him, or an innocent girl dies.
Are you threatening me?
No, but that's what's going to happen unless you tell me everything you know.
What? And you think you can stop him from doing something? You? An emotionally unstable teenager? You're nothing special, Hayes.
Wait, is this voice actor the same one who acted before with as Dr. Edwin? I remember Dr. Edwin sounding a bit different from this voice actor. Huh. Okay.
No one is. If you ever leave, then call the police. We're done here.
What if it was your daughter in danger? If you want to help people so damn much, then do it. I bet for the first time in your fucking life you actually have a chance to save someone, and you're not going to take it?
I don't know what you're doing, but fine. I don't fucking care. Gabriel, he thinks he's Jesus.
We're past off the rails. This is off the planet.
Hold on. What? You don't fucking mean that literally, right?
No, I do.
The more Edwin reveals, the more cartoonishly evil Gabriel is. Edwin might be the worst mental professional in all of crime fiction, and I'm including Halloween. Gabriel had told him just about every crime you could possibly do, and he never thought to call the police. I'm pretty sure you're obligated to do that if a patient even mentions thinking about hurting someone. Like an intent seeming serious enough warrants it.
So the dude's fucked, clearly.
I even resorted to his family burning alive. I brought it up to just try to break through his delusional view that he was a god. He looked at me in the eyes and told me that his family burning alive, even his 6-year-old brother, was funny.
But alas, I want to know his weakness. What is it?
He has one living sister.
I don't think there's much he can do with that. We just got a speech on how he doesn't care about his family at all.
You let him go knowing how fucked up he was.
I know, okay? He scared me. He scared me to death.
This guy needs to be fired. He needs to be fired immediately and replaced with someone else who won't be afraid like this. No, can't have people like this.
No, it was a mistake.
No! Fuck you! You know it's a mistake. Thinking that anyone can be fixed. You're sure as hell broken. Gabriel damn sure is. Fuck. Even I am.
What more do you want from me, Hayes?
Nothing. But...
what is it?
There's one more thing I need. I fucking lied. Get over it.
Juno has a final chat with Hayes, wanting to get one last tidbit in.
This guy, no. This guy, guys, come on.
For the big fight. If you type in the word stratum anywhere online, it disappears. This is the work of the Lale Lule Lo, who have been abducting tens of thousands of people for years. There is a vast global conspiracy that the Illuminati is probably behind, and extraterrestrials are sort of implied as well. This could mean that Claire is being kept to be turned into some kind of super soldier or cyborg, but I have no idea. It's the finale of the game and I'm getting Kojima's unedited Metal Gear Solid 2 script with like the cutscenes and the stock footage. I can't do it. Please just come inside and kill me. Jesus, please hurry.
Just like old times, huh? Come on, you son of a bitch. Surprise!
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, I'm your girlfriend. What, my tits aren't big enough for you?
What? Are you the brother or something? Where's the girl at?
What girl? There never was one, Gabe.
Wait, I was chatting with you?
Hands up, fucker!
What is this? If you want to shoot me, go ahead. It won't work.
Oh, really? I disagree. Want to test it? Oh, wait, that's right. You're Jesus!
That's right, and I forgive you. You can still save yourself.
Oh, shut the fuck up! I can handle preaching from normal folks, but I don't want to hear that shit from you! That little girl you killed had a family. Dreams, a whole life ahead of her.
That was an accident.
Oh, then go revive her. You're God, right? Go give her fucking life back.
That's not the way it works.
That's right. That's not the fucking way it works, shithead.
I know JRPGs have that trope where you can fight God at the end. I'm not sure if this counts, but at least it's different.
The only future you have left is this bullet between your eyes.
Okay, shoot me then, little man.
What? You wanna die?
I'll join my father in heaven.
No, fuck no.
Are you ready to die? I can smell the fear on you. You're just an angry little kid.
Enjoy sleeping tonight.
Fuck you! Get the fuck off me!
How did you know about me? Tick tock, tick tock.
You have a pretty shitty psychiatrist. You're even too fucked up for him to want to deal with. Congratulations!
Edwin, that little bitch said he believed me.
More like scared of you.
Smart of him.
What would your sister think of this?
My sister? That woman in Canada I've never met. Nice try, little man.
That settles it. Edwin might be the worst psych in all of fiction. Just tell Diddle Jesus about his sister in Canada.
I'm Hayes Stratos. Nice to fucking meet you.
Hayes? Stratos? I heard about you. Your sister was locked up, and soon afterwards, your parents went missing. That's interesting.
Oh, you want some cookies and milk?
Shut up, kid. Your jokes won't mean anything soon.
What are you...
Hayes loses? Holy shit!
It's okay, you beautiful fool. You're going to heaven.
Gabriel is so weird.
I've seen deaths like yours far too many times. I'm not even interested.
God damn it, Hayes. What the fuck did you do? What do I do? What do I do? I need a towel. And my house keys from upstairs. Stairs. Fuck stairs.
The items have to be gathered before Hayes bleeds out. His smug Grinch smile is gone, and it's pretty clear that even if he gets the stuff, he's likely not going to make it. The music does make me reflect. For only a 5-hour game, the story does feel effective. In reality, he's just been killing criminals, but it did feel like it ramped up to something. There were tangents that went nowhere and plenty of questions that are still unanswered, but the derangement of the game gives it a significant advantage. I never knew what would happen next. Yet it wasn't always completely random, it felt like at the very deep core of it there is some kind of logic to it. Some themes are obvious, but some things I don't understand seem like they could be a setup for something later. It's a game that stuck with me for a lot of reasons.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe MandaloreGaming really is seeing something in this game. It's a lot to take in. It really is a lot to take in.
The game is horribly broken, and it is saying something that Steam is even selling it. But what it does have makes it stand out. It's not a surprise it's remained obscure for so long. I don't blame anyone for not wanting to showcase the Chris Hansen anime game. It's not too graphic, but the subject matter is insanely dark. The mechanics themselves are barely there, and you have what's really a visual novel with some light RPG mechanics because the engine has those anyways. Even with all signs pointing to production being a nightmare, people did work hard on this, and the game is something special. I don't know who the lead will be working with since apparently so many bridges were burned, but I don't know if this would ever be continued in a, true fashion. This is the result of a perfect storm of time and talent. Never in my life have I muttered "oh no" so much playing a game and then laughed till I cried in the next scene. Anonymous Agony is a nuclear train wreck.
Hayes! What happened? Hayes? Hayes! Don't fall asleep. Stay awake. Damn it. I'll call an ambulance. Just hold on.
Roll credits. But wait, there is a post-credit scene teasing the next episode. Why is Griffith here? Hayes does survive, but you can only read his emails as he recovers in the hospital. I assume we'll learn more in the Phantom Pain, but there's no telling. Don't buy this game. Just as Scooby-Doo taught us, sometimes it's good to remember that in the real world, usually people are the monsters. If there's a lesson to take from Anonymous Agony, it's that. Also, it's not a phase, and shut up, Mom! The game is essentially an artistic rendition of a Blops player punching their drywall. Looking into Hayes' eyes fill me with shadows. The video game ocean has never been wider and deeper, and there's no telling what else is out there in the trenches. So if you got this far, I'm sorry. This is why I try not to do this often. Next time I'll try to get things back to normal, no children at all in the next game. Well, no living ones anyway. I'm so sick of hearing everyone's age in this game. No more of that.
10 years old.
Thanks to everyone who's willing to work with me on this because, I didn't want to ask too many people, but everyone who I did came through. Xtelis did a wonderful animation as per usual and is still working on more. Sirmion Music did the sound design for it, as well as the remix of the Yeah. He also runs Please Stop Talking, which is a variety podcast / D&D adventure that I guest on sometimes. Please make sure to plug those if you want me to do the sound for your weird-ass game. Kazoom, who took some time away from JCS Criminal Psychology to participate in Haze, and all the artists who did stuff I used for the video. If you worked on this game, thanks for all you did because I noticed. This game is awful, but it also kind of rules. Have a happy Halloween. How did I get the idea to do a big adventure game episode every year? I don't know if I do one every year, but it just seemed right this time. Druids came out in a miserable year, and this one wasn't much better. I figure people might want to see something sillier. Also, you can see Haze in my Pathologic 1 video. I like having hints around. What's my favorite thing about Halloween, and if I can make a fictional thing real during it, what would it be? I like putting the decorations up, and I like that I can invite people over to watch scary movies without it being, too weird or off-season. A lot fewer people are game to watch The Mouth of Madness in July compared to October, or at least the ones I know in real life. As for what I'd make real on Halloween, I don't know, maybe werewolves can be around? That'd make trick-or-treating deadlier. Have I played the Paratopic writer's new game Adios? This video actually almost had a clip from Adios. The pigs when talking about the 5 dogs. Then I went, you know what, maybe I shouldn't show Adios through this game. For what Adios sets out to do, it is excellent. What is the most work I put into a video that got scrapped? Without a doubt, Amnesia Machine for Pigs. I recorded both games, I have a skeleton of an edit, kind of. But then I went, oh no, I should really talk about all the Penumbra games first, and I could make videos for all of those. And going back to play bits of Black Plague, it was souring me on Machine for Pigs more and more, until I just went, you know what, fuck it, I don't want to work on this right now. This was maybe a year or two ago. I wanted to try and get something done on Penumbra this month, but haze was just too much. What are some of my favorite meals to cook for myself when I'm alone? For a disclaimer, my apartment freezer is very tiny, so I can't store the amounts of meat I normally would. The price of meat is pretty high right now, but generally chicken breast is a pretty good place to start with. You can season and flavor that in all kinds of ways, and you could also make chicken soup with like a few more ingredients. And that could keep for a bit. If you're new to cooking, you could start with like stews or soups. For example, you can make beef stew in like a slow cooker on a stovetop and then put it in the fridge and it'll keep for a while. Same with spaghetti sauce, and you can freeze stuff too, just be careful with beef. Ideally, find something you like that you can make a good amount of for cheap and will last a while. If you can cook for a few meals at once, it makes your life easier. Okay, until next time.
Okay guys, that was Anonymous Agony. Oh, I have a headache. I have a headache. Yeah, this game is definitely unique. I've heard things that I never thought I would hear from a son, you know, being telling his parents to go F themselves, berating his mother, berating his father, the mother and the father also berating each other and fighting with the kids as well. Well, mainly with Hayes, the sister not so much. And yeah, I don't know. Definitely, it is a game I would never play in my entire life. I don't know how MandaloreGaming survived playing this game, but he did. Somehow his sanity is still in check. Mine, I think it's beginning to unravel after like what, the first 20 minutes of this review. I was entering into autopilot mode, if I can say that. I was entering into autopilot mode. It was just so much. It was just so much. Yeah, guys, this game was terrible. It was a terrible game, really. Is it worse than Mystery of the Druids as well as Limbo of the Lost? Yes, definitely, 100%. It is far worse. You know, at least with Mystery of the Druids, I actually enjoyed it towards the end. It made me laugh a bit, you know. The characters were weird, but really, I enjoyed some of it, you know. And Limbo of the Lost, well, let's just say Anonymous Agony is number 1, Limbo of the Lost is number 2, and then the least terrible game is definitely Mystery of the Druids. That one had an enjoyable storyline to it, and this one I couldn't get it. I couldn't wrap it around my head, you know. I just couldn't really understand. I know he was killing pedophiles and, you know, he had his reasons for killing pedophiles, but I need to sleep. I need to sleep, guys. If you like the video, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click on notification bell if you want to be up to date with my latest videos, and I'll see you next time with another MandaloreGaming. Hopefully it won't be like this one. Oh gosh. Good night.